Hey everyone, Trevor again with the ski company here. Going to walk you through some race prep for this upcoming season. We have a local skier that wants to get their skis ground, sharpened, and overall just prepared for the upcoming season. So let's get into it. All right, so now we're ready to start grinding the skis. But before we start grinding the skis, we have to inspect them, look for any imperfections, look for any repairs that we might have to do. We want to check the edges, check the bases. So what we're looking for and what we're feeling for is see if there's any real big nicks, dings in the edges. Make sure that there's no gouges in the bases. This particular set of skis, I can already see there's one gouge in the base. They must have hit the rock or something in the late spring skiing, so we're going to have to address that. But other than that, these skis are pretty good. We also want to take a look at the sidewalls because we might have to plane them. I actually worked on these skis at the end of last season, so these sidewalls are in pretty good shape, so they won't have to be planed for this season. So the next thing that we want to check is we want to see how flat the bases already are. The whole point of getting a nice grind on your skis is to actually flatten the bases out. But we want to kind of get a good reference point of where we're starting at, see how much we have to actually grind the ski. To check to make sure the bases are flat, what we're going to have to use is a true bar. True bar you set up against the base of the ski, and then usually I like to set the ski on my shoulder and take a look up at the light. You want to see if any light is coming through under the true bar. So first thing we're going to do when we're going to make a base repair is you want to clear out all the gunk and grime that's already inside the ski. So to do that, I'm just kind of using one of our metal scrapers here. I'm going to use the edge of it. And there's some wax buildup in there from when the ski was waxed last. So I'm just going to kind of get all that out of the ski. Normally, if you're doing this repair at home, you'd probably grab a P-Tex stick, you'll grab your torch, and you would light it, drip some P-Tex in there. But since we're actually at the shop, we're going to use our P-Tex extruder. This repair isn't that bad, so there's no need to actually do a full-on base weld, so the extruder will be a nice tool to use to make our life a little bit easier and to do a better repair. Now that our P-Tex extruder is all nice and warmed up, we're just going to put a little bead in there and be all done with this repair in no time. So you can think of the P-Tex extruder as essentially a big ski hot glue gun. It heats up both the base and it extrudes P-Tex so that it has a better bond with the base material. After we get the P-Tex in there, we're going to want to scrape a lot of the excess out. I got a nice new fresh metal scraper, so that makes this job a lot easier. We're going to try to get as much as we can, and then the machine will get the rest. Now that we got most of the P-Tex out, it's time to grind the ski and get those bases flat. At every ski company location, we actually have a stone tuning machine. In Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo, we have an automated Montana Challenge machine, which puts out one of the best grinds in the entire industry. We're gonna get all of our skis completely flat through this machine. So now we gotta load our skis into the machine. With the skis in the tray, we have to line up our gaskets here to make sure they grab the skis in the appropriate position. We wanna get nice, even pressure across the whole ski. So we're just gonna kind of move these over a little bit. Move our center pucks so they apply pressure in the middle of the ski. And then the tricky thing is sometimes with these skis, because this actually has their atomic servo tech, we want to make sure that the suction cup doesn't hit that. We want to get a nice even spot on the ski where it's going to grab. Now we have to go into our menu and start selecting what type of program we want to do. So we're going to pre-grind a lot of these skis just to get them flat and because we have to get rid of the existing structure. Depending on the condition of the skis, we will step the ski down. We'll start with a medium pre-grind, then go to fine, and then to super fine. This blanks the ski and gets it ready for the final grind that will actually put structure into the ski while also flattening the bases. When we do our final grind, we'll also set our side edge bevel. It's important to pre-grind the skis as it makes sure the bases are completely flat, as well as blanks the bases and preps it for the final structure of the ski. All right, so now we're going to be doing our final pass, putting the actual real structure in, and we're also going to be sharpening the edges of the ski. In order to sharpen the edges of the ski, what we have is some ceramic pucks, and each one of these has an indicator on it. And if there's 3, that means it's a 3-degree side edge. If there's 2, it's a 2-degree side edge. And if it's 1, it's a 1-degree side edge. These are all machined to an extreme tolerance to ensure a proper 3-degree side edge bevel on the skis. So what we're doing is we're doing a bunch of 2 degrees earlier. So we're popping these out and we're gonna be putting in our 3-degree side edges. So we just did our final pass on all of our skis. These skis got a cross linear medium pattern in them. That's a great structure if you just don't know what the conditions are gonna be. It does a lot of things really, really well. This skier is gonna be out in Colorado doing some preseason training. We don't even know what the conditions are yet. Copper Mountain's not even open. So this is a nice structure that'll just get them ready to go. Now I know I walked through a lot of race skis today. These skis we didn't do the base edge on because I'm gonna do that by hand. I'm gonna put a 1/2 degree base bevel on all the base edges on these skis. And then in terms of waxing, we're gonna do just a base prep because this skier is gonna be waxing their skis a whole bunch of times before this, getting that base really prepped right for the season. And again, we don't know what the temperature is gonna be in Copper when they go skiing. So here's the thing. These are race skis. I know we did a lot of prep with them today, but we do this tune for every ski that comes in getting a Montana tune. These tunes are only $50 and every ski goes through this entire process. We grind the bases flat, we put in the correct base bevel, and we put in the correct side edge bevel. Then we wax all the skis right for the season. We do different structures based on different temperatures throughout the year and different snow conditions. And again, this tune is only $50, which is a great value. And honestly, it gets your skis skiing a lot better than they've ever skied before.